So I remember when Eugene came into the office. Eugene is the brother-in-law of a close friend of mine. So when he kind of came in, we were evaluating his condition. He's had some issues in the past with gum disease, with periodontal disease, had some teeth that were getting cavities, and he was kind of tired of what was going on and was looking for a complete solution.
I felt a lot of pain when I was eating. Over the course of the years, my bone loss started getting more intense. I noticed that I became a little bit more skeptical on the foods that I can eat. It was embarrassing, man. It was embarrassing at the age of 48 years old. It's like I had done a lot of damage to my teeth by smoking cigarettes. I smoked for over 25 years, and the bone loss was just pretty bad.
I've always known him to be a super nice guy, big personality, but he was always kind of shy and didn't feel comfortable smiling.
It's not an easy decision, That was a tough decision. So I got back home with my wife and we spoke about it, and we looked over the payment options and the plans, and it was super doable. When I found out that we can get this easy financing, I said, my bone's not gonna grow back, let's do it, And I was skeptical in the beginning. I was very nervous, and once the implants were in there, and I got my temps on there, I felt good. I was nervous because the doctor and I had decided that we're gonna do everything in one shot and get it over with, and it's doable. I did my research with AI and everything, and I saw that it's doable, but it was super smooth, man.
Why choose us for the All-on-X procedure? I could talk to you about how we have options to help with your dental anxiety, how we use some of the best implants in the market, how we have the highest and best technology this service has to offer, how we have an in-house laboratory so we're not using third parties to make your teeth.
I felt no pain, and I was awake throughout the whole process. And next thing you know is I'm walking out of here with 8 implants in my mouth, and now with the zirconia, it feels like real teeth. Not to say that the temporary resins were bad. They were not bad. Okay, but they're not zirconia, it's a difference. So she put them on today, and it's like, wow, if they feel like my natural teeth, but with no nerves that can hurt me. With like 6 or 7 months, I can eat whatever I want. I don't have to worry about chocolate opening up another hole on one of my tooth, or getting an ice cube in a sensitive part of my tooth and getting that shocking pain, or my gums bleeding. That's all been removed, man. I can eat and I don't have to worry about any pain.
The difference from before to after is truly transformational. He cannot stop smiling after getting this procedure done. Every picture I see him in, I have an ear-to-ear smile.
I feel confident when I speak to people at work, when I speak to my clients, when I speak to my boss, when I speak to the average person, and when I speak to my wife. And that brings me great joy.
I'm happy to say that I think we've been able to change his life. If you speak to him, he's a lot more happy now. He's more confident, and he's living his best life due to this procedure. The most important thing is that you're not a number. When you choose to do this procedure in our office, you become part of the MedSquare Dental family, and it's an honor for me as a doctor to provide this service for you. That's the MedSquare Dental difference.